What's going on YouTube? We're back in another video on KO09 Nightmare, and we've got a build guide video ready for Chizuru. I know it's still early days, you know, I'm gonna have plenty of more other build guides for Chizuru because there are a couple ways I do want to build her and showcase and see if it works. But this is kind of a rough idea I have so far, and I like to call it the infinite Tsukuyomi builder. So in this build, I haven't fully optimized it. I still need to do more runs and, you know, change a few things, but this is kind of the idea I'm going with. So as you can see, we've got 3 Tsukuyomi cards, and it's the one that adds 2 hits to the next Shadow of the Moon, right? / Shadow of the Moon plus, which is this card over here. And you know, obviously when you start binding it, it's already gonna have a ×2. So your whole thing you want to do is just use these Tsukuyomi cards a whole bunch of times so you could get a crazy amount of hits on your Shadow of the Moon, and you're basically prepping a nuke and then go crazy with your Shadow of the Moon, right? And obviously I'll have Oni Hunt over here, but I've probably gone with one you probably don't usually see, and it's plus 40% damage amount to Shadow of the Moon plus, and at the start of turn 3 Will-O-Wisp. So at the start of every turn I get 3 Will-O-Wisps. So the way how I would want to improve this is having another Oni Hunt, so I'm getting 6 Will-O-Wisps at the start of every turn. So I'm basically getting a Shadow of Moon bind card every turn, because this is giving me 6 alone, so I wouldn't even have to attack, you know, but I'll literally just be getting 6 from 2 Oni Hunt upgrades cards. Then obviously my idea is kind of to take away the 2 Moon Slashes, the Bound at Dusk, and you know, I wouldn't choose Ecstasy or Violence. So eventually it will just be 1 Comet Flames, 3 Tsukuyomis, 2 Oni Hunt upgrades, and obviously the Shadow of the Moon hair. And that's kind of the build I'm trying to push towards, and that's that Nuka build. And I know what you're thinking, you don't really have much attack cards. This is what I like to call a sub DPS Nuka. So I would actually probably pair her up with like a Mei Lin, and I'm hearing Luke's pretty good as well, but this is the type of build I'll probably use with another DPS character, and the third character in that team will probably be just a character that could draw a whole bunch of cards for me, like a Cassius basically, right? And that's kind of the whole idea of that team there. And the reason why I think it will work because, well, Mei Lin's going to be doing a whole bunch of attacks anyways, because of how she works. So you're gonna be getting you know, Will-O-Wisps anyways from Mei Lin, and your deck is gonna be really small, so you should be able to cycle through it really well. Like your Cassius deck, my Cassius deck, like where is he? So my idea is to get rid of Mana Field, keep Pop-Eyed Popper with Devil Dice, get rid of Shuffle, you know, and get rid of Dice Trick, keep Joker, and probably have a Gear Bag or a Rally or 2. You know, a very small deck, right? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, right? Then with Chizuru, obviously get rid, keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, get rid of Bound at Dusk and Forbidden card. But technically you could take away 2, because once I use 2 Oni Hunt upgrade cards, there will be, you know, that will be it for the battle. So yeah, the deck of Chizuru will end up becoming really small. Then with Mei Lin, obviously it will be the 2 strike cards, the Rising Dragon Spire, probably 3 to 4 create move move 2 strike cards, right? I think it is. Then obviously I'll take away this, keep this, so even her deck will be really small, so it will be really easy to like kind of cycle through their decks. And I think it could work really well, because when you nuke with Mei Lin, you could just end up nuking with Chizuru, and you know, Chizuru will probably do that nice 10 to 15k damage when you know, nuke, and you know, Mei Lin's probably just gonna do all the rest. You feel me? So obviously Meilin's still going to be the spotlight, but I think Chizuru is a character that could work really well with these nukers, because she could just nuke herself and probably make you finish things in a turn or two quicker, because she's going to just do that little extra damage that's needed. And I also think in the future as well, she could be really good with certain characters, because if we get characters that come out in the future that could nuke, then, and you could like prep nuke them, obviously this build will work with those characters. And if there's characters that come out in the future that could multi-hit, she could work well with them. So I think Chizuru's like in a really good spot. She might not hit the most craziest numbers or anything, but I think her sub DPS value with this nuker build could work really well with a lot of characters and a lot of DPS characters. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. There's no reason to make it a long ass video. It's pretty simple. This Tsukuyomi multi hit with the Shadow of the Moon build. As I said, if I wanted to fully optimize it, I would take away the 2 moon slashes, I would take away Bound at Dusk, and I wouldn't have a forbidden card. I would have 3 Tsukuyomis that add 2 hits, and I would have 2 Oni Hunt upgrade cards that give me 6 Will-O-Wisps at the start of every turn. Then obviously I would pair that up with a Meilin. That's kind of my whole idea behind this build, and I think it's a build that could work really well for those bosses where you're just prepping to nuke and just do a crap ton of damage. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Like, subscribe, and up. I'll catch y'all in the next one. I'm out.